aka Diz, and this is The Force Always.
Welcome to the show. Let's get on with the Star Wars news. We've got views, reviews, and interviews later on. Anyway, so Star Wars news this week. Star Wars Resistance, the trailer has just dropped, the extended sneak peek trailer. Check it out on StarWars.com, via YouTube, whatever you like. The extended trailer does give a bit more insight, sort of things that we've already heard and seen, but it does make the show look a bit better. Anyway, check that out. Star Wars Resistance is the new animation sort of cartoon that Star Wars is coming out with October 7. So let's get to more news. Solo, A Star Wars Story, is now out digital, Blu-ray, DVD in America. That's right, I said in America, complete. Here in Australia, we're going to wait another week. So, technically, it's coming out October 3rd here in Australia on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, HD, whatever you like. October 3rd is the release date, but just check your stores on October 1. That's the Monday. Usually they put them on shelves at that point, but you know, the wait when others have got it is really annoying. But anyway, I'll deal with it. To more news, there has been a trailer for a game coming out in 2019. It's called Vader Immortal. Vader Immortal. There's a trailer online. Check that out. More about that in the show later on. To more news, Gary Kurtz, who produced the very first one, A New Hope, or Star Wars, depends on when you actually watch that particular movie, because for a short period it was just called Star Wars. Gary Kurtz did that and Empire Strikes Back. He was not a part of Return of the Jedi. He has died at the age of 78. He was the producer, had a falling out with George, whatever it was. Sort of new to me, being a hardcore Star Wars fan, I'm a bit amazed. But anyway, he really did push Star Wars. That was great. But you know, he's passed away at the age of 78. He died of a type of cancer. Anyway, so that's the Star Wars news this time around. Let's get into the views. Views is not about the YouTube amount of views that you get, or if you it's about predictions about the story coming up in other stories. It's actually just my story ideas, and I thought I'd concentrate on Vader being immortal. As the game sort of has got a trailer, there's a game coming out, Vader Immortal, I just discussed in the news. It's called Darth Vader being immortal in the storyline. Does this work or not? It sort of does, because you know the whole idea of Vader is great. It's forever. It just keeps on reinventing itself, the actual character, all the time, and he just feels fresh and hard and the best in an evil sense. But the problem, one of the story ideas that Star Wars did come up with was having a character who died come back to life. There's got to be a good reason behind this. There's got to be an ultimate reason. We've got to discover, why did a particular character come back to life? The character I'm talking about is Darth Maul. Technically, he's now known as Maul. I have a problem is because, well, why, if he can come back alive, why can't the others come back alive? Like, you know, the Emperor, Darth Vader, Han Solo, why can't they come back alive? I like the idea of Vader being immortal, but as a story idea, I don't think it can work. I think it would be just trying to get money from what Vader did as an impact to the market in real life. I'd like to see him come back, and I'd like to see, look, if Vader does come back in episode 9, I think it would be bad, but I would like Kylo Ren or Ben to just sort of reinvent Darth Vader, try to be Darth Vader, even with a suit, and try and sort of become, you know, sort of copycat type of thing. I would like to see, you know, Luke Skywalker, who's technically dead, come back as a Force ghost, and you know, bear the sort of Darth Vader looking suit and sort of full Kylo Ren. That's another story in itself. But I think Vader being immortal, coming back to life, it's gonna cause a bit of a cringing element to Star Wars fans who've felt that already, and also just a regular audience. It's sort of like there's got to be a real strong reason. Now, with Darth Maul, the only one being able to do this, the only way I think that it can work with, a reasoning behind Darth Maul in eventual storylines is that his desire for revenge, he's technically about revenge, Darth Maul, he's about revenge, was so strong it keeps him alive. And somehow being connected in the lifetime of Darth Plagueis, who apparently created never-ending life, there could be some sort of connection to that. But with Vader being immortal, it's unfortunate, but it in a realistic, fantasized way, it just wouldn't work. It's sort of a confusing story idea, but that's what I think of Vader being immortal. It shouldn't happen because it just, there's too much whys, ifs, whens, things like that. Anyway, that's my views for this time around. Let's get into the reviews. Reviews this time is two parts. I'll start off with Vader Immortal, as I've been talking about it. The actual trailer for Vader Immortal was simple, it was hardcore, it was short, but my God, it had impact. It was great. This is the type of Star Wars feel I would like to see, and I'm sure other Star Wars fans would too. Not over the top evil, getting to sort of sci-fi alien sort of feel, but that trailer for Vader Immortal was simple, yet it was, quite menacing. I'd give it a 9.7 out of 10. That was great. It's fantastic. Makes me want to sort of know what it's all about in a strong way. Anyway, so that's my review on Vader Immortal. But my main review this time around is actually a movie that's got nothing to do with Star Wars, but it was actually one of my anticipated films for this year, 2018. The second most anticipated film for this year was Solo, A Star Wars Story. Can you believe that? I was looking really forward to it, and it met expectations. I thought it was really good. That's my opinion. Some people out there are not into it, but I thought it was really good. And it equals the best in storytelling in Star Wars. But that being said, Star Wars has ups and downs all over the place. But I love Star Wars. Just to explain that once again. But the review is actually of Creed 2. It's got nothing to do with Star Wars. It's actually, the actual trailer that's just come out was emotional. It was reminiscent. It had some good one-liners in there. It had, sort of visualization of Drago. What I'm concerned with this story at the moment is how the fight is going to turn out. What's going to happen? Is Creed going to lose? Is Drago's son going to lose? Is it going to be it needs to have a real fitting, strong end. I hate to say it, look, but the best revenge film ever, in my opinion, was Rocky IV. The best revenge film. Not Revenge of the Sith Episode 3, but Rocky IV is the best revenge film ever. Creed 2 needs to have revenge about it. Something that's different, but something that is satisfactory for the good guy. But I don't know how to do that without it being the same type of story. But the trailer itself was great. I give the trailer 9 out of 10. The only part I'll say, I'm a hip-hop fan, but I'm not really, and I'm getting sick of having hip-hop being sell points to trailers that really doesn't need to be there. I think the whole DMX lines in there, he's a great rapper in his sort of field of style and whatever it is. Very good and was good lines, but I think we just needed something with Eye of the Tiger in this. Something at least rock feeling, connecting to the orchestral feel. I think the whole rap part, even though I love rap and hip hop, I'm a big fan of it. I just think it doesn't need to be so much in this film. I reckon this is going to be a great film. It's my most anticipated film of this year. And the trailer was a 9 out of 10. It's fantastic. Anyway. So that's my reviews for this time around. Let's get into the interviews. It's too cute. That's 2 questions where I ask myself for you guys out there. What do I think of the new extended sneak peek Resistance trailer? I think it was better. It was good. It's still got that sort of Saturday cartoon feel about it, but it's still better and good. That's what I think. So let's get into my second question. What do I think about Solo coming a week before Australia getting it on DVD, Blu-ray, digital, all that stuff, or mainly Blu-ray. I can't stand it. As a Star Wars fan, you feel left out. I'll tell you feel left out. I think, it's great that when we get, to see the films first, or that's, but in the entirety, I personally think Star Wars needs and demands a worldwide release on everything. To give it that impact, I just don't know why it's disregarded in the marketing aspect of Star Wars. There's obviously something that I'm missing here, but I think a worldwide release on Star Wars stuff is essential to give it that world impact that we've got to see it now, and it gives respect to the hardcore fans. I think one of the worst moves that Solo ever did, the actual movie, was having a world premiere and a Cannes Film Festival premiere way before the release date for the regular fan to go and see. It just made the story a little bit old, a little bit like not so passionate to go and see it, in the first minute. I think it needs to be a worldwide release. I think the fact that Star Wars Solo, a Star Wars story, is 1 week before the release from America and Australia and maybe other countries, I think it's ridiculous. That's my opinion. Anyway, so that's my questions for this week, this time around. Please be a Patreon supporter of mine. Just go to patreon.com/theforcealways if you want to contribute to have this channel keep rocking. But I'll be here on a weekly basis giving you the news, views, reviews and interviews. Subscribe to the channel only on YouTube. The Force Always is only on YouTube. Repeat, like, share the video. I'm here on a weekly basis, as I said. And until next time, keep rocking.